live. I am live. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Look at this happening. I see my face. Let me fix myself. Okay. Hello to whomever is out there watching. I don't know if there's anyone watching, but that's okay because I'll just be here in my room chilling. Hello, welcome to my live stream. This is hopefully the first of many for me. My name is Alicia Lott, and I hope my mic is okay. I'm waving my arms around a lot. My name is Alicia Lott, and this channel is for those of you who want to have a journaling routine that is messy, minimalist, and low budget. And for those of you who want to use journaling for mental health and growth and feelings and stuff. So, yes, I was planning on doing a live stream anyway today, but what had happened was I was also going to do a pre-recorded video. Every Sunday, I put out a video showcasing my weekly spread in my bullet journal and how I set that up and how I get myself ready for the coming week. But my computer and I have been duking it out for quite some time, at least a month now. I'm having memory issues. Basically, everything's just crammed onto my hard drive. And then I have an external hard drive. And so, like, there's just stuff everywhere. And I need to reorganize it and get the files onto my external hard drive. Anyway, it ain't happening today for the pre-recorded video. So I just wanted to come to you today live and bring you some journaling prompts and get us ready for the coming week and also the last few weeks of 2024. So just please bear with me. I hope this sounds okay. I hope everything looks all right. We're going to get through this together. So I have some notes here. So if you see me looking down, but yeah, I just wanted to, just wish you a happy Sunday first off, and I hope that you have been resting. I hope you are getting ready for the week ahead. I hope you are getting ready, getting ramped up for the holidays as well. If you are celebrating the end of year holidays, this is a busy time for everyone. We're all kind of running around. We are doing a lot of things that may be more toward pleasing other people and more toward, just spending that time with our friends and family, our loved ones, which is important, of course, but it's also a good recipe for us to forget our goals and forget what we are working toward. And I am just, I'm just naturally a forgetful person anyway. So it is very easy for me to kind of get distracted by a very shiny thing and not want to work toward my goals anymore. I sometimes I just forget what it is. So I am constantly and I have been on my channel as well, just constantly kind of saying, hey, what are our goals? What do we want? What are we still working toward? Do we still want the thing that we wanted 2 or 3 weeks ago? What do we want now? So, I wanted to, get us ready for the coming few weeks and start thinking about those things. So, I'm going to present you with some journaling prompts. And these are just, I want to make sure that we are getting off on the right foot. And at the end of the video, one thing that I do in my weekly spread videos is I give you an intention of the week. And it's just a few lines that I write to show what I intend to do, how I intend to feel, or how I intend to behave and treat other people. So that is something that we will do at the end of the video. So right now, let's get into the journaling prompts. Get your beverage. I'm looking at my coffee down on the floor because I don't want to keep it anywhere near my computer. But you'll see me use that. I have my water, I have my pen, my notebook. So get yourself together there. Get all of your things that you need to write in your journal. If you're new to journaling, I encourage you to just focus on something that is simple. Anything that you may have lying around the house, you can use to get started journaling. So if you only have a spiral bound notebook that you got at the dollar store, that is perfectly okay. So please go ahead and grab that and we will get started with our journaling prompts. I am going to set a timer for each prompt. I will give us depending on the question and how complex it is, I will kind of gauge and say either maybe 2 minutes or 5 minutes for each prompt. So I will let you know and I will set a timer and I will be writing as well. So you'll hear those silences and I will put them in the chat as well. Oh my gosh, I see some people in the chat looking down. Huh? So yes, Mr. Crochet Dad, hello. Oh my gosh. And then Scary Mary 314, hello. Yes, so some longtime viewers here with me today. As I'm shaking in my boots, I'm doing my live. So I'm very happy that you're both joining me. And yeah, so let's get started. All right, I have my little timer here, and I have my journaling prompts. All right. So our prompts, I wanted to just separate these whenever I'm thinking about goals. I like to know what happened that led me to this point, and then where am I at right now? And then what do I want for the future? So I did separate these journaling prompts into past, present, and future. So we will start with the past. And our first prompt is what was the what was the biggest screw up you've made in the past month? I just want to stick for the past. I just want to stick to the past 30 days. We don't need to go like 20 years back. But what was the biggest screw up that you made in the past month? And what did I write? And what did you learn from it? And what prompted you to do that thing in the first place? Sometimes we need to go back and think about that. So I'm going to copy that and put it in the chat. And then for extra credit, I want you to write this and answer your question in the form of what had happened was. All right, so I want you to start your little story and I want you to say, well, what had happened was I forgot to do XYZ and then this happened and we got in a fight. So that's how we want to word this. All right, and let me copy paste in the chat. Oh my gosh. Copy it and paste it. All right. Is it working? No. I know why. All right. Welcome to the magic of television. And these are the things that happen when you've never done a live before. All right, there we go. Okay, and then there is the continuation. Beautiful. All right, I'm setting the timer. 5 minutes. I put the date and I keep putting October. It is November. November 3rd. Okay, we only have about 20 seconds left in our journaling. Let's go ahead and wrap this question up. So I hope it gave you something to think about. Think about ways you made mistakes over the past month, and that's okay if you did. Oh, okay. I tried to find like the best timer sound, and I don't know. Okay, so pens down, or you can keep writing. I don't care. Yes, all right. So welcome to those of you who are joining us now, and we are working on some journaling prompts for planning for the future, planning for the last few weeks of this year. And definitely, I want to encourage you to explore those feelings and explore things that you may regret and you want to possibly avoid doing in the future. Definitely. So, I would say that I have one of my really bad screw ups this year is more on a personal note, and I'm just if I hit my microphone, I'm so sorry, and please just kind of shout in the chat like, "Hey, don't stop doing that, Alicia." But one of my biggest regrets and screw ups, I think, this month was just miscommunication with loved ones, which led to very large arguments. And I have kind of a bad temper, and there are things that I wish I hadn't said, and things that I wish that like the whole thing never needed to happen in the first place. So I need to work on that. I need to work on just recognizing situations in which I tend to get overheated and avoid those things. So that's something I'm working on. And then we have, oh my gosh. Okay, so Kiance, hello. Yes. So, oh my gosh, cousin Rhonda. Yes, so this is my actual cousin, Ara Williams. Thank you very much. Hello. Oh my gosh. So yes, we have Kiance. She is and yes, I appreciate you so much for sharing this with us. This is yes, and if you feel like sharing in the chat as well, by all means. I can't type that fast, so I will not. But I definitely want to let you know what's going on. But yeah, so she's saying that okay, there was a big believing in execs previously and then being okay and then being completely shocked when they said the quiet part out loud. You shouldn't do that. And then just in a very bad mood ever since. I'm sorry, madam. I hope that writing this out and letting it out will start to kind of ease those feelings a little bit, because that always helps me if I just kind of write it out and just just release it onto the page. And it's so nice when you can just write it and just get those feelings out, and you don't then it's uninterrupted. No one's there, no one's going to judge whatever you're going to say. It's just right there, and you can just read it and hopefully think back 10 years from now and feel better. So I hope you feel better though. And then yeah, so just just a lot in the workplace. Yeah, I Ah, the workplace is a special land in which none of the real world rules apply. It's all made up. It's all different language that you have to use and everything. So I know. Yes. Yes, Miss Cousin. Oh my gosh. So yes, and my cousin R.L. Williams, she writes, biggest screw up this month is underestimating the energy it takes to get things done and then feeling depleted afterwards. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes, I'm right there with you. I just knowing that it's like, oh yeah, I could do all of these. I could do these 80 things in 5 minutes. And yes, just not really realizing the amount of time that it's going to take, and then also the amount of energy that it's going to take and how you're going to feel afterwards. So Yes. I completely relate to that. So thank you very much for sharing that. Yes. All right. So we are going to get to our next prompt. All right. Look at me do my live stream though. Okay. So, all right. Our second prompt from the past is going to be, what was your biggest win over the past month? See, I want to leave on a positive note. All right. Was this something you normally would have done? It's like three questions in one. I'm sorry, four questions. So, was it something you normally would have done? And if not, how did you convince yourself to do it? If it was something particularly brave or new for you, how did you get yourself to do that thing? And how can you expand that feeling, that vibe to other areas of your life? Yes. All right. So, I will copy and paste this in the chat. Yeah, I didn't know there was a character limit when you copy and paste. So I'm like, what? All right. We're learning and growing our live stream. I like to sing when I don't know what else to say. All right. There we go. And it's not going to let me. Why? Okay, and I'm going to set a timer. I do believe we will need a good 5 minutes for this one. Okay. All right, 5 minutes. Okay, we have approximately little less than 1 minute left to finish up your journaling. So go ahead. And how are we feeling about 5 minutes so far? Is this a good amount of time? Should I make it longer? Should I make it shorter? Should I not? Should I just leave? Okay, bye. Okay, got about 5 seconds. Pens. Okay. All right. How did that feel to talk about your biggest win over the past month? Yes. What was it? How, if you feel like sharing it in the chat, totally feel free. And if not, that's okay as well. I want to just, if you feel like sharing, you share. You don't have to share. It's okay. So yes, all right, Miss Beyonce. Work. Yes, it's such a weird feeling. It's like, when things are going well, it's like, yeah, yeah, you just feel the happiness wash over you. And it's like, yes, I did this good job. I had this validation. I feel good. I'm making money. And then and then when things go wrong, it's just such an up and down. So yes, all right. So KPIs at work. What's the biggest win? Good hitting those numbers, friend. All right, I see you. Yes. And then let's see. So yes, like yes, I'm gonna succeed even if you don't want me to. Like just in spite of all of the hating that you're giving me. So I love all right. And then yes, don't ever want to hear that come out of anyone's mouth again. Huh? You and I with the work feelings. So much. Yes. All right. All right. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. I love it. Okay, so very good. And I have so actually okay, over the past month, well, quitting my job and getting a new job, that was a win. Definitely, I was miserable in my last job, and I feel I'm gonna say this job is so much better. Speaking of work, by the way, I don't know if this job is it ain't my dream job, but it's better. And I will say that. And also, I did something actually just a few days ago. I started a meetup group in Cincinnati. So I want to, yeah, I just need to go out and be more social. And I want to have just dedicated time to focus on my writing and stuff. And I really struggle like just writing in the house sometimes by myself. I love co-working. I love kind of feeling the energy of other people. I love hanging out in coffee shops, things like that. So I'm like, well, how can I like how can I marry these two things? How can I be social? Kind of. And how can I work on, yeah, just work on some of my writing stuff that I want to do. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start a group in there. And yeah, there are co-working groups here in the area, but they're always at weird hours that I cannot attend. So they're more focused on people who actually work for themselves, and yeah, they can adjust their schedules how they want. So I said, okay, I'm gonna make a weekend co-working group. So I started that. My first meeting is going to be mid-November, so I'm going to, get ready for that and get planned for that. So that's my biggest win, or one of my biggest wins. And I give you thumbs up for all of you out there for your. Oh, I don't know if you can see that on my computer. Boom. All right. Yes. Thank you very much. All right. Very good. And now we will move on to our next prompt. Now we've done two questions from the past. We're now going to do two questions, actually 4 questions. Four questions from the present moment because I want to just see where you're at. Just kind of get your temperature and see where you are. So, our first question is, what are 3 things in your daily routine that you're truly grateful for right now? Hmm. So, your daily routine, that could be, it's not, if you're struggling, I don't want you to feel like you have to get too deep with that. It could be, get as deep as you want. But yeah, it could be like your morning coffee. You have your I'm very serious about my coffee maker. So yeah, I have my coffee maker set up just the way I like it. I have my, I put the grounds in, I get it all washed and everything the night before. I have it ready to go. I wake up, the coffee's just there, it's ready. Good. Yeah. So that is a small pleasure that I'm very proud of that I set that up. Yeah. Okay. So that question is, yes, what are 3 things that you are grateful for? Dance. Did I write that? And yeah, just think of just different activities, uh, different different activities, different routines, different rules that you may have set for yourself that make your life better. And one of the videos that I did previously was raise your standards. Think of higher standards that you can set for yourself. So it can be something, yeah, it can be something small like that that has really upgraded your life in some way. So, all right, 5 minutes. I have no concept of time, so I just want you guys to know. Let's write. This window is not letting me be great. Okay, we have about 45 seconds left to answer our journaling prompt. So, what are 3 things that you in your daily routine that you're truly grateful for right now? Okay, yes. Great job. Take a moment, maybe get yourself a beverage. All right. And I see. Okay. And speaking of beverages, yes. So YouTube name wrote that their 3 things are coffee, my planner. All right. Yes. And stretching when I'm not late. So, okay, those are 3 beautiful things, and there's such there are things that people kind of take for granted or people think are not important, and those things are actually pretty important when you think about them, especially over the course of time. And they just start to add up, they start to build your life and help you in many ways. So yes, I'm all here for it. So very good. All right. So thank you for sharing, Thea. All right. And then Keontae, who just departed, I believe. She wrote. Let's see. It is the morning shower. True crime in the morning. In the morning. I'm impressed actually. I do kind of like, so see, I have very specific true crime shows that I watch just because I can't deal with anything really gory, or I like to know, ideally I like a happy ending, just to know that they solved the crime. So Forensic Files is a classic for me because it's like at the end, and I like knowing how they solved it. I think that's more of what's important for me. Like, okay, this guy stepped on there was one where a guy was jumping out of someone's window, and he stepped on a tomato, of all things. It was like a ripe tomato that someone had dropped from their groceries. They were able to take the guy's footprint from that tomato and solve this murder. So like, yes, that kind of stuff, I love it. So yeah, all right. Forensic Files, in a way, it was, when I was watching it really hardcore, was very strangely, oddly comforting in some kind of way. Don't ask me, I don't know. So yes, I can see that. And anyway, all right, don't mind me. I don't know what that means for me. So yeah, it's just having those things that are part of your daily routine are very important, and just building the routine in the first place has been just such a game changer for me. So all right, now let's go on to our next prompt. What are you not? Oh, sorry. What are you not thankful for? What are parts of your day that kind of suck? What are part, or not parts of your day, but just parts of your life? What is one area of your life that really is sucky right now? And just name it. You can't change it until you name it, right? Okay, I'm gonna post this. I keep wanting to paste in the wrong spot. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm going to deal with this mini blind situation that I have. There's a window right in front of me, but I'm going to go ahead and set the timer. And first, I'm going to get there we go. So, that is our journaling prompt. What are you not so thankful for in your life? What is something that is truly not so great? And I will set our timer for 5 minutes, and you can ponder that, and I will deal with my window. Okay, we have about 45 seconds left for our prompt, which is what are you not so thankful for? What is one area of your life that truly kind of sucks? There we are. That's 5 minutes. All right. So yeah. Thank you, YouTube name. I was struggling. So yeah, we're just going to have actually it went away. So okay. Mini blinds. There was a light ray of light going directly down my face, and I did not like that. Uh, so all right. Yes, YouTube name. That is yeah, that is something, as we start to age, as we start to, and your parents, also start to age, that is something that just truly sucks. And I'm sorry to hear that they're having, that the health is starting to not be where it was, and that you're kind of put in that situation as well, and you have to hopefully be able to take care of your parents, but also not wanting to overstep. I know that as well. Just it's very difficult to not want to jump in and save them. So yeah, I know that. I know that one. So I hope that things, maybe not if they can improve. I hope that they do, and I'm just I'm sending you a hug for that as well. I know that that is a difficult situation to go through and to watch from the sidelines as well. So thank you for sharing that. All right. Well, so that is, we're gonna think about what sucks for a minute. And if it's something that we can improve, then hopefully we can go forward and try to improve that. And if not, then we will figure out how to best deal with that situation and best just make it the most positive that we can. That's all we can do, yeah, I wrote I wrote that my fears and inability to focus, which are actually videos that I've made. So a lot of the videos that I make are really stuff that I'm trying to deal with myself. So yeah, if you ever see something, just know that I am probably going through that exact thing, and I just want to fix myself. So I'm like, well, if I fix myself, I can, help people. We're just helping each other fix each other. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so fear and inability to focus. And I think if I could fully face fears that are holding me back and fully learn to focus and just have a laser focus toward what I want, then I would be better off. I know that I'm kind of scattered off in many different directions sometimes. And so that's something that's a lifelong thing for me. I'm sorry if I'm like hitting my mic. I talk with my hands a lot. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's something I want to work on, and just that feeling of not feeling, maybe not feeling confident in my own decisions and my own ability to kind of go forward through life, and always feeling like I need someone to like hold my hand and guide me. That's something that I struggle with. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're gonna work on these things. And we're going to go through 2024, and we're going to end it in a positive way, hopefully as positive as we can. We have the holidays. We're going to at least spend time with our families if we can. We're going to call our friends up. We're going to have a drink, whatever we need to do to make ourselves feel better. So yeah, that's what I hope for all of us. All right, so that was the pair, or excuse me, the present, huh? That was the present. And I still have some more. Okay, I'm going to. I said I had four. There's one I want to not do anymore. But I do want to do something. I always like to do phrases as well. So I want you to complete the following phrase. I am ready to do X. And by ready, I mean either emotionally or physically or financially ready to do X, whatever that thing is for you. But I'm waiting for Y. All right. So I'm ready to do X, but I'm waiting for Y. So I want you to think about what is the algebra here? Like I don't know math. Is that algebra when you put in the letters and stuff? So like, think of what is X and what is Y, and how can you overcome why? Why is why? What do you need to do in order to make why not exist anymore? Or maybe, what am I trying to say? Or eliminate my why, eliminate the why, or eliminate, go around, circumvent, punch in the face, whatever you need to do. What is why, and how can you overcome that? Maybe, or not, or just accept that it's there and do what you got to do anyway. All right, we got 5 minutes. Yeah. We have, sorry, we have about 30 seconds left for our journaling prompt. Sorry, I kind of looked up. It was a minute and then now 30 seconds. Well, that's too much. I, the coffee is kicking it, y'all. Okay, so our journaling prompt was I'm ready to do X, but I have to do Y first. So what is Y for you? And what is, I didn't really write this, but is there a way to go around Y or just avoid it or whatever? So, yes, I wrote, and this is the first time I'm actually like saying it out loud on this channel, and it feels weird. It feels like I'm in some kind of support group or something. So yes, I'm ready to be a writer. I've mentioned that many times on this channel, and I'm ready to be a journaling coach, or I think I'm ready. I don't know. But first, I have to take more writing courses and I have to take journaling coaching courses. And the reason I bring this up is because there was actually a course that I wanted to take, and they kept saying, oh, yeah, we're going to start this course November 1st. And here it is the 3rd. And I'm like checking, I'm refreshing the page, and I was on their like email, their waiting list in their email, like, where are you? So that's probably not going to happen. I feel that there's some, I don't know what the delay is. So it's like, but do I really need to take this course in order to do what I actually want to do? No, but I keep saying to myself that I do. So I need to work on that. All right. Anyway, let's see what we wrote here. All right. So yes. All right, Miss Andrea. So, all right. So, yeah. Let's just try to end the year very strongly, and yeah. So hopefully, yes, I'm happy that for your parents that it is something that will be kind of navigated through, and that they will get toward better health. So yes, thank you. Whew. It was kind of, I wasn't sure where how to word that my response. So thank you. All right, and let's see. The X is to go back to school. Yes. And then the Y is, oh, okay. So you're waiting on news about a job application to be a program manager. Oh, all right. All right. A lot of, yeah. So a lot of moving parts there. You have to, yeah, it's like, well, if you get this, so is it that if you get the job, will you go back to school for that job? What's the situation there? I'm curious. I'd like to know. Is it that if you get the job, you won't go back to school, or will you go back to school for the job that you want to get? Does that make sense? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, yes. So thank you, Andrea, for sharing that. If you're still here, please, yes, let me know. And yeah, so start to think about those things. Like sometimes you think you need a thing and you don't really need the thing. So that was the purpose of that question. So yeah, as you're going forward. Okay, so if I get the job, I need to focus on setting up the project. I got you. Okay. So you're like, okay, well, if I get this job, I don't need school. School is dead to me. So I need to know one way or the other what I'm doing. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you find out soon. I know with the hiring process, they just do what they want. They take they take as long as they're going to take. So that I hope it is sooner rather than later, so they can you can figure out what you're going to do. So no, all right, let's get on to our next prompt here. And what did I do? Did I just erase everything? No, I did not. All right. Hmm. Okay. Okay, now we are going to focus on the future. So I am very interested in the future. I am a fan of the movie Back to the Future and just the idea of of creating something for your future self to be proud of or to enjoy or to eat whatever. So yes, all of those things. I Our next prompt is going to be related to the future. If future you looked back on 2024, what would he or she or they or them be most proud of? So I want you to visualize a version of yourself who has made progress, big or small. It could be, we're not gonna judge, it could be something very tiny, it could be something huge, whatever it is for you that makes you proud when you look back on it. All right, and I'm gonna put this in the chat. And I thank you all I'm just so happy you all are here with me and kind of bearing with me through all of my little technical stuff here. All right. Yes. Okay. So if future you looked back on 2024, what would they be most proud of? Okay. And I am going to set a timer. All right. So when I say future you, I kind of want you to imagine that this is an entirely separate person. Okay. I think that has been most helpful for me. How do they, and actually I'm going to go into clothing in a minute, but how do they dress? What, if they drive a car, what kind of car do they drive? Where do they live? Things like that. So it's a totally different person. All right. And I want you to think about what would make that person proud. And I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Okay, we have approximately 50 seconds left. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Or not. Okey-dokey. All right. Yes. Okay. So, all right. So our journaling prompts for 5 minutes was: if future you looked back on 2024, what would they be most proud of? Okay. So, let's see. All right. We got some good responses here. Yes. Okay. So, all right. Andrea, Miss YouTube name, wrote, "Oh, overcoming spouse's layoff, and then supporting the family. Okay, supporting the family financially solely for the first time and making it work." No, you're going to be a pro. I always get them confused. Okay, so program manager. Yeah, or you're going to go back to school. But it sounds like you're leaning more toward the program management thing, and I think that's a good idea either way. But either way, it's good. I don't know. I don't know. But yes, either way, it's onward and upward. So very good. All right. Yes. Okay. And then, oh, well, of course, yes, I'm happy to provide that journaling experience, productivity, and the feelings. We want to have both of those things. Synergy. Anyway, all right. So, if future me, Alicia, looked back on 2024, I think she would be most proud of not necessarily one specific thing. Like I think maybe just speaking of the productivity, just the fact that I have remained very consistent in my routines and just building those routines in the first place. If you had seen me like 10 years ago, I was a hot mess. I was everywhere. I was doing all the things. I had no routines whatsoever in my life. And so no, I'm not saying it's perfect now, but it's much better. So I am proud of myself right now, and then also future Alicia, I think she will be proud of that as well. So yes, all right. I hope that you can think of something that your future self will be proud of that is happening to you right now, or in actually over the course of 2024. Yes. All right. Our next question is gonna be um okay, so yes, I did want to talk about your future self more. And sometimes it's hard to, and as I mentioned, I want it to be a separate person for you in your mind. And sometimes that person is hard to visualize. And I think one thing that has happened with my new job is that I'm not working remotely anymore. I am I have to put on real clothes. I have to actually, do my hair and put on real shoes that are not flip-flops. I wear flip-flops in the house. Okay. So all of these things, that was a big adjustment for me. But it was very nice because then I got to dress up. I got to see myself. It was so weird when or it has been very weird just thinking of like casual Fridays or whatever. It's like, no, I don't want to be casual anymore. I've been casual like every day for almost the past 10 years or whatever, when I haven't worked in an office setting. Before this, I hadn't worked in an office setting since 2006. So yes, this is so yeah, I like buying new clothing. I hope I don't become like a shopping addict or whatever. I like having nice things and nice clothing and dressing up. So and I didn't realize that I liked that until I was forced to do it. So what was my point? My point is The next journaling prompt is going to be something that is hopefully a little easier to visualize of yourself as a future person if you just take one aspect of that person's life. Maybe it is simply what does that person dress like? What does future you wear on a daily basis? I think that it's important to think about that. Like if you're going to be a program manager, you know, how does a program manager dress? They always say like dress for the person that you want to be, right? So yeah, it's a superficial thing in a sense, but also not because if you're a program manager, you're not going to roll up to work wearing a t-shirt. You're not going to wear like a tank top and like a ratty baseball cap or whatever. You have a specific wardrobe that you're going to have. So yeah, I would like you to think about what your future self would wear on a daily basis during their work. If we're talking about career wise, what they would wear and what they would wear on the weekends. What kind of, how do they relax? Do they engage in any sort of sports? Do they have to wear some kind of particular uniform? What do they do? All right, so let me uh, and then wait, why can't I find this question? There we go. Okay, so what would future you wear on a regular basis? You can do either what they would wear at work, what they would wear chilling around the house. Maybe they wear flip flops every day. Oh, I didn't set the timer. Well, you got 5 minutes. All right. 5 minutes. So now it's probably closer to 6 or 7 minutes. Okay, so we have a little over 2 minutes left in this question. I want to make it a little more specific. Maybe, rather than just saying what would they wear, who would they dress like? Or yes, who is oh that's actually a good answer from Andrea. There we go. But yes, like what is there a fictional character on television, or maybe there's a news person, or maybe there's a celebrity that you would like to emulate, and start to visualize yourself looking like. Okay, I'll shut up. Okay, we have about 30 seconds. Yes, you all are doing so well with your prompts. I hope this is being helpful. Ooh, all right. I like these answers. Yes. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Grandma M. I love that name. Yes. So it's just something that it's like, how would future you present themselves to the world? How, and hopefully that would reflect what's going on inside as well. And so yeah, it's something interesting to kind of think about, like, yeah, how do I want to walk through life in the future? you know so very good. All right, let's see, Adria. Oh, okay, so she would have iron free dress shirts. Iron free, oh my god. I don't ever want to iron. Like, I don't. I love that you said that. And yes, okay, so that's exactly right. You don't want to be wrinkled, but you don't also don't want to sit there ironing. Yeah, no. Slacks, nice eagle shoes that are really comfy. Eagle shoes that are really comfy shoes. Very important. Very good. Okay, and then clothes that you can pack for travel adventures. Yes. Okay. Future me is going to come and steal your wardrobe because yes, future me is not about that life of ironing, but also wanting to look nice, have nice slacks, and be able to travel. Get one of those big travel bags. Have you seen those bags where like, oh, God, it's my dream bag. I'll have to like leave a link in the chat or whatever, or in the description. But yeah, it opens flat, and then you put all your clothes in it, and then it like rolls up like a transformer, and then you have a weekend shoulder bag that you can actually fit underneath the seat in front of you on the plane, and it's just so you don't have to check your luggage. Oh my gosh, yes. So future me will have this bag, and yes, have lots of wrinkle-free clothing. So I am with you, friend, on that. And then, okay, dressing like Kamala without the wide leg pants and high heels. Very good. All right, yes, Grandma M. Not liking the ironing. That wrinkle spray. I like the smell of that stuff too. It just, it's Yeah, because you have your fabric softener and then you have the wrinkles. Yes, yes. I like good smelling laundry stuff because I don't know, it's like an incentive to do the laundry in the first place. So there you go. Okay, and then you use your hands to spread out the material. Yes, yes, great for t-shirts. Yes. Okay. And it goes this bag. Okay, I gotta find it. And then right, grandma is bringing the tips. Thank you, madam. Okay, so yeah, just we want to think about yeah, how we want. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with, like, if you did want to just wear t-shirts all day, but yeah, but then you have to think of the lifestyle and the career that you want to match what you want to wear every day. So yeah, like if you do want to wear what am I want to think of a good example, like if you yeah, if you wanted to wear jeans and t-shirts every day, like what lifestyle and career would match up with that? And what, yeah, you could be a remote worker and you just would work 100% remotely. Or if you were in a field where you didn't work remotely, like um, I'm struggling, so yeah, something where you would maybe be outdoors, something where you might be building things or gardening or just something like that. So yeah, think about it, and because what you put on your body is important. I like to remind myself of that now. So yeah, it does help to think about that. All right, y'all. Very good answers. I wrote, what did I write? Yeah, I wrote I didn't have really anything specific. I just wrote I would wear business casual, nice things most days. I am kind of in the habit of, as soon as I get home, I put things away in the closet and I just put on. So yeah, I do still like my sweatpants, and it's after 5 wear now. And so yeah, just thinking about that, like what would I wear during the day? And then I think future me would always have like professional manicures, not me struggling with the with my little gel kit every week, like trying to scrape that stuff off. So yes, nice nails, nice hair, business casual clothing. I would wear jeans, but not all the time, just not the default, maybe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so very good. All right. Good answers. Anyway, I'm talking too much. What is our next prompt? All right, we got uh we have, okay, future selves, be ready. Um, so I am a child of the 1980s. I was born in 78. I grew up in, yeah, during that special magical time of the Ronald Reagan and DARE program and all of those things. So, yes, I was thinking about different phrases from television shows because I spent a lot of time in front of the television. So, yes, I think of different shows or movies or books that inspired me or that influenced my life and things that I still say out loud. And one thing that I was thinking of is the movie The Never Ending Story. Has anyone seen this movie? Am I the only one? Am I the Please tell me that someone has seen The Never Ending Story. All right, fine. If you haven't, fine. But anyway, this is a it's a fantasy movie. It was, I believe, released back in the early 1980s. And I guess just to give you a brief rundown of the summary of the movie, there's this little kind of like the typical nerd child, and he's just an average kid. I wouldn't even call him a nerd. He was just average. And he was like, his parents are going through a divorce. He's going through all this stuff. He's being bullied at school. He's just like this average kind of little quiet kid. I identified with him very much. And he liked to read, and he ends up getting this book. It's called The Never Ending Story, and there are like all these fanciful like creatures in there. There's this guy who's like made of rocks or something. Falcor, no, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, there's all these like creatures flying around and stuff. I hope I don't spoil the movie for you, but yes, at the end of the movie, the climactic scene of the movie, Bastion, who is the nerdy child's name, I keep calling him nerd, sorry, he is struggling to live. I don't even know how this really. He basically, the story is that he is the hero of the story, and he doesn't realize that he's the hero of the story. And so, at the end of the movie, he has to do something, and there is a princess, and the princess is like, "Why don't you do as you dream, Bastion? Do as you dream." And he's like, "I'm afraid. I can." Do you guys care? Yes. Okay. Because I'll go off. So he's like, I have to keep my feet on the ground. And that's what stuck with me. He's like, I want to, but I can't. And she's like, do what you dream. And then finally he's like, you know what? I'm going to freaking do this thing. And he does it. Yeah. So I'm not going to say exactly what it is. I hope you watch the movie. Anyway, that phrase, do as you dream, is very important. And the question is, what is a phrase from a movie or book, play, whatever, from your childhood that you really identify with, and that is something that can kind of spur you forward? Yeah. All right. Can you tell that I drink coffee and it is finally, I feel like my eyeballs just, my pupils starting to notice play. What is a phrase from a movie, television show, or book from your childhood that motivates you? Google Chrome? Be nice? Okay. I didn't mean to paste the number. Anyway, I'm just gonna. You had 5 minutes. Do you need 5 minutes for that? How? I'm gonna put 5 minutes. we have about 45 seconds left for this prompt. What? Oops. Wait, I did not pin that up at the top. There we go. So, what is a phrase from a book, movie, TV show, from your childhood, or any time of your life, that motivates you? We would like to know what your phrase is that is really inspiring and motivating. Thank you. All right, that was our 5 minutes for that. All right, so we are getting, that was the end of my, uh, what do I want to say? The end of my prompts for, that I made up. But I, I also want to give you the last prompt that I always try to put at the end of my videos when I remember to do it, which is, what do you want? Yes. Okay. So just think of, what is it that you really want in life? You know that you know, and I know that I know, and we all know. So just, I want you to write that, and I am going to challenge you to just write it in one sentence. What do you want? All right. So, yeah, I want you to think about, what do you want for your life? What do you, and it's a very kind of ambiguous question. It's very kind of open ended because, yeah, it could be, yeah, what do you want for dinner? What do you want? What do you want to watch on TV tonight? What do you want to say or hear from a loved one? Like, so what do you want? I just want you to just not even think about it. Just write for, okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. It's only one sentence. Come on. Okay, so 2 minutes starting now. All right, we got 10 seconds. What do you want? Okay. So if you feel like sharing in the chat, I would love to hear it. What do you want? Yes. One sentence. Dang it, I kept forgetting to pin it up at the top. I hope you saw that in the chat. I don't know what you see. There we go. Okay, so what do you want? A 1 second or 1 sentence summary of what you would like. Oh, All right. So, yes, Andrea would like the Seahawks to win. All right. That is football. And I hope they win. And let's see. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I totally spaced out on that one. Yes, Andrea wants the Seahawks to win. I want. Let's see. And then Grandma M wants to be successful in her job. Yes, she will be because I could tell already. Grandma M knows what's up. So I know that you are going to be very successful in your job. And I put that on the universe there. Yes. Okay. Yes, Adria, that is football. All right. Seahawks, the Hawks of the Sea. I'm struggling. Yeah, I hope they win. Even though I should be a Bengals fan, I'm in Cincinnati. I know they. So we won't even talk about them. Uh, yes. Anyone else? All right. So I wrote that I would like freedom and autonomy. That's my favorite word, autonomy. Like, yeah, so that's what I want. I can't really elaborate on that. That's it. So very good, you guys. I love these answers so much. Okay, now I'm making y'all write so much today. Our last thing that I would like to write is my intention of the week. And that is just something to kind of, put good energy out for the week. Sometimes I can't think past the next few days, but I'm like, okay, these 7 days I can do. So yes, I hope you will join me in that. We will spend. Do we want to do 5? Yes, we should do 5 minutes. And I promise it'll be the last 5 minutes. This has gone longer than I had anticipated, and I'm so glad you're still with me. And we. Adria's out. She's like, no. Seahawks. Damn it, don't leave now. So yes, we're going to do our intentions of the week, and I want to have a wonderful Sunday. If this if you need to go, I totally understand. You can come back and watch the recording if you would like. And we will do. I want you to think of how you intend to behave, what you intend to focus on, how you intend to walk through the world for the coming week. All right, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to start it. There we go. we have about 48 seconds left for our intention of the week, which I totally didn't put in the chat. We are writing our intentions of the week and getting ourselves pumped up for the coming week. And I usually start with the words, I intend to dot dot dot. Yes. All right. Well, that is it. We're starting to wrap up the end of our live stream. Well, I shouldn't say that's it. If anyone would like to share their intention of the week, please feel free to do so down in the comments, and I would, or in the chat rather, and I would love to hear them. And yeah, I'm just so happy that you have joined me thus far, and I appreciate the time that you've spent with me today on this lovely Sunday. So I hope we can do more live streams. If this is something that you would like to see in the future, please, well, I'll probably do it whether you say so or not. So, but if you would like to see more, definitely let me know. Leave me a message either in the chat or in the comments later. And you can also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can leave me a like because, I like the dopamine. I see the little thumbs up. So yes, and it just helps other people find this channel as well. So just being nice to the YouTube algorithm in that way. So yes, all right. I think everyone has left me because this is a very long live stream. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and just read my intention of the week, and I hope it will help you. I intend to think of how I can make my YouTube channel and community, this journaling community that we have, these people that I've met and these names that I've gotten to know over the year, how can we make this stronger and better? And I want to finally figure out the whys that are stopping me from doing X. If we go back to the question a few questions ago of what is the why that is stopping you from doing X, blah, blah, blah. I want to come away from this week being 100% certain and proud of the positive direction my life is taking. So that's my intention of the week. I hope it inspires you. I hope you have a positive, good intention for your week as well. I thank you so much for joining me again on this Sunday. And I'm going to go ahead and end things now, probably 40 minutes past what I intended to do. And usually I end the video with an upside down wave because the camera is here and I'm shooting from underneath and I go upside down wave. Can't do that quite, but I'm going to give you this upside down wave. Goodbye. Hey. Thank you. Have a good week. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Grandma. Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. Before I leave, does anyone have any questions? I know I just waved and I said bye, but no, okay. Let's just go. Hi, Crochet Dad. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always your lovely comments. You're the best. All right.